It's all going to come down to this. 8 players left. A quick shotgun tag comes in. Satan Morgossi still playing, looking on down. No materials left. They're going to have to chase this one as he looks for any bit of damage he can get. He takes some fall damage as well. The stink drops him down to just 10 HP. He's going to float down the mountain. Everyone on one ramp. It's all out warfare as he's down to 31 health. Floating to the low ground. These stinks are so good in this last zone.
Might spell defeat there.
You've got Saint now playing the high ground. He's got the reload. Cloaksy's still in this too.
4 players left.
Oh, he's got this. He's got to have this. He's just playing the hero zone.
Kits.
You saw the smile as well. I think he knows he's got it. I think he knows he's got it. There's no way. Cloaksy's done all he can. Cloaksy's done all he can. That's it though.
Make some noise.
Hate with the heels.
Well played. Basically unlosable. Look at this. Look at this view. He's just enjoying the time. Not a care in the world, Jack.
Cloaksy just fought off like 3 duos by himself, and Pate's just enjoying life up in the sky with a med kit, a campfire, staying warm there. Game number 2 begins right now.
This time around, we have a northwest, kind of mid-east, headed towards Lonely Lodge, bus path, players jumping on out. This is quite a stretch for some typical drops. You might see a later drop from the gentleman from FaZe, TFUE and Cloak. We'll have to see here where they end up landing.
And there on your map at the top right, you also can look at where the llamas are scattered.
You got 2 very close next to each other there, one in Dusty and one to the immediate southwest in that corrupted area. That one actually probably going to be pretty exposed. I'd almost bet you, though, the one in Dusty is in a tree. And up in Wailing Woods is so secure. Look at this.
You always wonder how a llama gets in a tree.
You made a paper mache. What are you doing up there? You see all these POVs all at the same time. Jack, that's a lot of information to take in. Actually, one thing I'm noting, though, if they're not still floating, immediately harvesting as many materials as possible in every single location that they may have dropped into. Aiden and Nick, you see up there in the top middle. Already in Tilted. The red apartment building, a pretty common drop. You hear the loot boxes popping open. And you can tell, even just by landing on the roof, extremely clutch in Tilted in the past.
Yeah.
So many surfaces, even just natural surfaces you can place those things on.
And this is the same fight as last time.
This is the same fight as last time too. Punisher slowly ticking out there. It's like Germ playing in the dark potentially in his webcam.
This sums up how, you know, these beginning fights are a base pistol, an epic scoped assault rifle with 10 shots, and that's the whole loadout. Two gray SMGs as well. It's just so scrappy. I saw in the elimination feed again, Cease goes down almost instantly, and whoa, Tendons.
A 1v1 now, German Tendons facing off here. See if Tendons rotating away. He does have 50 shield. We may not have the knowledge whether or not Germ has a 1v1 now.
I think that the common shotgun that he's got is the difference here. Being able to get close with that tactical shotgun when his opponent has no shields, that's when the weapon's at its best. And another HP tag, that might be the kind of call to go. He wants to close the gap. Tendon's looking to get revenge for his teammate Punisher. Jumps on over. Will he spot the players? Doesn't appear so as of yet. Has he lost
track of him? The wall there. There's the knockdown. Finishes J-Love. A 1v1 now. Still trying to track down his opponent. The last of that duo. The shots going out. He's just kind of defend himself slightly. Has a chance to put the trap down if he needs it, if he feels like he's going to be evaded, but he doesn't have to. Quite a bit of ammo for that 1v1 situation. Back here, Nick looks like he's been knocked down already, but Aiden, 169 gets the knock. I got to go 1v1. The shotgun, the crit, Super Evan goes down, and Aiden saves the day. Don't worry, Nick. Aiden's got your back, bud.
And I can tell you right now how that happened. I noticed it in the feed. Nick Merckx got knocked by a trap. Aiden left by himself to clutch on up, and that's why Nick wanted a team with this incredible player right here. He clutches it. 2 games of Tilted, 2 victories in that area for Nick Merckx and Aiden.
Often used for more than just long-range shots. The Gunfly Baldy here. Engaged with a shot.
Oh. Instantly eliminated Baldy with not really much to his name at all. As if is weak as well, but has at least enough metal to build a box, and maybe can try to get the res on his teammate. And yeah, Baldy's got nothing to show for it.
Looks like he might be going for the bush here, waiting just just long enough that the revive is going off. Stops the revive and catches him on the edit there. Bally falls in, and one shotgun shot is all it takes from Ziff to save his teammate and secure the 2 elims. Slowed down a little bit based on the building, and this split could be tough for Aiden and Nick Merckx.
You got to wonder, did Aiden bite off more than he can chew? Nick now there, doesn't get any tags with the assault rifle, and Aiden, look at the health. Down to just about 30 left. He's got some minis he can pop in time. And the zone's down there as well. Nick's just going for it. He's in a fight by himself, gets a tag twice with the pump shotgun, no limb yet. Pops the rift to go and drags one player with him as he's basically just trying to reset this fight. Scrappy stuff all around Leaky Lake. Players all over the place. Nick with no healing left, no shields he can pop. Aiden very low as well. Sees one just below, but can't get a tag again with the assault rifle.
That second mini, anything to build up as much of a buffer in terms of taking damage as they can. They didn't know have a top down on his opponent. Uses the stink, kind of damages himself a little bit. But look at the shotgun shot, gets the knock on Zex with that stink grenade.
Beautifully placed grenades
underneath there.
Does one tag, and it doesn't appear so. He's got Aiden firing down as well. They need this final limb. I believe if they get this, it'll put them at 4. So they've already got another point in this one. Aiden traveling on in, looking to give Nick the help he needs. Can't connect again with a shot. Nick goes down. Will Aiden hit the shot? He's whipped a few times now.
No
and he's got
builds
no
left.
builds. No, Vinny! Rips him in 2. It will be 1 point earned for Nick Merckx and Aiden, but Vinny clutches up, and I'm going to be the first one to say it. Aiden missed some shots there.
He did. The early aggression to push away from Nick, potentially a bad play call, and they may have paid the price because of it. That early split put Aiden in a bad spot. I think Saf and Ghoul takes Majin out. Very low HP on the Majin teammate, and there's the shot. Saf just prepping to move shortly. The replay from Morgassi and Saint. Quick edit and a shot.
170.
Rizar goes down to a 170. And the elimination. Finish there. The teammate decides to engage a 1v2 situation. And Tamo gets picked out of midair by Morgassi. Showing quite a bit of accuracy. That's multiple eliminations in both games now while players are flying through the air.
Oh, yeah.
Either towards or away from him. Are inside the safe zone, and they're notorious for excellent third-party opportunities.
And also remember, for every victory royale, that team that wins it wins $50,000 too. So that's in the minds of everyone as well. The zone about to begin to close. Everyone going to frantically have to go, and now it's Shadowstone time. They're going to go ahead and clip right through these walls, use this launch, and just go for it.
They're trying to get up as high as possible.
When you bounce, you can just continue to launch in the air, and you'll actually keep going higher and higher up.
Set up on Saint, you saw on the bottom right, very good. Nate getting the knock on Fuzzy, which means his teammate Enigma should still be in there. Ghoul going down to a trap from I Know Game Bro in the feed, the knock and the elim. Saf, R7 both knocked by the storm. TFUE picking up an elimination on Bizzle. Nate secures that elim on Fuzzy there. Nate and Funk are going to have to... Actually, they're just barely safe. They're right inside the edge of the zone here. They have a number of teams that are neighbors. Depending on what this next circle looks like, they might be in a perfect position if they have to move the direction that they're sitting right next to the storm, or they might have to move quite a bit. Babe and Payne have a top down on a number of players. Here we go. Funk and Nate looking to pick up some eliminations, catching teams rotating from underneath.
We're now 20 minutes into this game, and there's still 45 players remaining.
I think that kind of shows the strategic play that these competitive players kind of lean on. Yeah, there might be massive bonuses for elimination counts and such, but making moves, nice shots, keep yourself alive. The window, going for the shoddy shot, his opponent just starts to back up, and Blind gets caught off guard, which means Hysteria was down already. An instant elimination on Blind.
They do have a launch pad. Not sure if they're going to use the Morgassi. Hiding by himself. He's just right now playing more towards looking... See if people push from behind him and maybe get a free elimination just like this. A nice crack there with the shotgun. But now there's players down low, and he gets ripped in half by Crodot.
His teammate Saint didn't have any eliminations, so it looks like they missed out on a point just barely there. The FPS and Flame trying to rotate in the sky here. Everybody's going to keep moving south. The material situation not looking too bad right now. Hopefully they can catch another team off guard and pick up some more. Yeah, we can hear the crowd behind us.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to cast what I just saw on my screen. So they've got to move again. I mean, look at this. It is an all-out sprint as the lobby is going to begin to drop like flies. To FPS and Flames, still near this mid to high ground. Definitely above more than 80% of the lobby. Jaganza up top with Villix. We saw them do well yesterday. Base Soldier and Marksman still in this one as well. Payne on the low ground alongside TFUE and Cloakzy. Chap still alive too. We haven't talked a lot about him, but we know just how good he can be late game. Lanane drops to the zone. Bogdan drops to the zone. Nolan and Crodot both will drop to the zone. TFUE trying to inch forward. The Storm still pushing. Now at 17 health, he's got to go. Yeah, they're going to fall all the way down.
Cloak still sitting pretty with quite a bit of HP. A little bit of shield, just lost some right there.
Got a medkit right now.
Medkit is going to drop the slurp. Cloak can pick it up. The play here, looking to secure Cloak, is basically a tank in this situation, trying to top him off as much as he can, while TFUE uses the medkit.
Top 13. TFUE and Cloakzy still alive. Remember, coming into this, they were already first in points after game one. There's one for Cloakzy. 11 players now left. How about another as more begin to drop on down? He's going to grapple up to the high ground, trying to chase these limbs. There's more players still above him. Great job with those roofs. 11 players left. Who will begin to earn placement points in this game? He's going to rain down grenades as he still has two more in his inventory. Not a lot of mats left. Base Soldier with a limb down unprovoked. 9 players now left. Base Soldier and Marksman are so weak. And with grenades floating on in, you've got to think the end could be near. TFUE eliminates Payne. You've got Snood on the high ground as well. He's got no walls! TFUE and Cloakzy with another. 6 players left. He still has 3 big shields. He can't use one yet. Cloakzy with another knock. TFUE's going to drop to the Storm. It's all on Cloakzy yet again. Can he clutch up? He got second in game 1 by himself. 27 seconds remaining. You see, everyone else is so weak. You've got to think this is Cloakzy's game to take. He's got the medal as well. One player floating down on him. He tries to react in time. The tag. He's got him weak. A lot of fall damage. No builds. Oh, no. Marksman clutches it on. Oh, second place. Dementos wins it with 12 HP. I thought Marksman had it.
First for that duo the game before. Excellent placement for these dudes so far. Oh. Marksman living on almost a prayer towards the end of that match. If we saw his HP over the course of the previous 3 minutes. You see here, this stack of players here. Marksman down there, you see very bottom of the screen, the number 57. He must have had 15 HP or less. Still alive, bottom of this stack, just waiting it out with a Storm, kind of taking his time, taking shots up above. There it is. An excellent.
The end of this game will be halfway through the action. You think we'll ever be able to explore that mountain out there one day in Fortnite?
I think anything's possible if you dream big enough, Jack. All right?
Why doesn't the mountain have a name?
We'll call it Courage Mountain.
Okay.
Deeming it right now. That's not Epic approved, by the way. Don't actually refer to that anywhere official. Thank you.
Here we
Players
go.
starting to drop out, Jack.
Chap in 72 hours. They're going whaling. You know they are.
Don't blame them. It's one of the best locations right now, early game to drop. The cabins have a number of chests in the attics and down in the basements. You also have the giant bunker underneath where the maze is. It's interesting, too, to me that the surface there, that floor is wood that is painted green. Did you fall for that at first? Be honest with me.
I had no idea. I had to be told by my chat what was going on down there.
Not surprised in the slightest.
I mean... Then again, the other memes, I didn't know what to believe because Bunker and Whaling has been the going meme for 4 seasons now.
Every single time an event happens, guys, the bunker's open, go check it out, and it's not yet.
The bunker is where my hopes and dreams lie.
A couple of these players are already picking up big shields there. Vanitize and Windwalker both going to sit at 150 in a moment there. Dementos and Pate, the back-to-back winners, actually with a split drop, which is relatively surprising, at top of the hill and down at the corrupted area. But you know what? If nobody else is around, which they aren't, you might as well. But they're not the only split duo here. We have actually a handful of teams that have landed in relatively separate areas. The play there, Jack, if they know that there's nobody around, they have a chance to build up resource, weaponry way faster than anybody else. Even TFUE and Cloak right here. Cloak building up as he's ramping back up to the bridge there. He's going to go for the glide in. It's a TFUE. Going to grab that slurp up top. And if you're a FaZe supporter here in San Jose, make some noise, please. Oh, yeah, Jack. Round 3 potentially here. Jerem and J-Love at the hand cannon, tack, and green burst here in J-Love's inventory. not too bad early game.
They have such a health advantage. I mean, already with 177, there's the elimination. And these early game fights, I mean, these guys, they know they're coming to this point. They know what to expect, but it's just got to be so frustrating.
Wall replacement into an edit. Tendons down below, just sitting, waiting, biding his time, maybe throwing off. Did they lose track of him?
No,
nope, looks
not
like
anymore.
J-Love has an idea here. Looks through the surface there in the corner. The tack shot. Tendons goes down to his teammate's rocket launcher, actually. You hate to see it, but a good position there for German J-Love.
Oh, wow.
Nick Aiden already down and eliminated as Nick Merck says, yeah, you guys don't get the finish together either.
Whoa, Superman. Or Super Evan.
Very
and Godnick.
Now, do you consider dropping into the same location, which they lost that 2v2 previously twice in a row? Is that confidence, or is that them just being stubborn?
I'll tell you, you know, game 1, it wasn't that close. Game 2 was absolutely close with Aiden clutching up. Game 3 goes down to 1v1, and oh no, the clingers drop over peak just like that. Dopeye will be left. Oh, I'm done. There, had the chance to redeploy the glider so that it didn't, you know, die to the extreme fall damage, but actually does wind up dropping to it. Might be a little bit of a panic scenario, nerves getting to him on the main stage, who knows. Swapping on over to Retail Row now as Enigma and Fuzzy are playing from this high ground. Fuzzy actually locks himself there. Does get the shield tag, and that difference in audio tells Fuzzy that this player has no shield left, and that's why he gets so darn aggressive. One more just above. His shield now gone as well. He needs help from Enigma.
A little bit of fall damage there. Fuzzy, without a shotgun right now, makes it a little tougher to play up close. A lot of players leaning on that shotgun. The amount of damage you can deal just so fast. A quick burst of damage can mean the difference between knocking your opponent, getting knocked yourself, and without one, it's tough to make aggressive pushes. But Enigma, the tack, great tactical shotgun, taking some shots there. 67 shield, gets the elimination on Imperial Howl.
Nice cleanup there, and that's the help they needed. I mentioned Fuzzy was getting weak. Enigma had to step in and soak some shots, and there you go. Good little bait and switch now over to Blind and Hysteria. Early on, they did well back in game number 1 of this grand final.
Just barely misses his opportunity to do so. Gonna make a push up to try and stay with Blind. You don't want to be too separate. You might have an angle from underneath, and Blind from above the sandwich here. The rocket and Blind down to 29 HP might mean the difference between winning this or not. And it looked like Blind in that engagement was getting shot from a third party. They might not be alone yet, and they're not. Blind and Hysteria both very low. They have grenades still coming in. The med kit, hopefully he's got 10 seconds to pop this off in Hysteria.
And this is that feeling that everyone knows when playing Fortnite. You're just almost praying that you can get this med kit off in time, right? He's just sitting there.
Don't push me. Don't push me, please.
That 10 seconds takes forever to go by.
Comes out from that with this 2v2 Soar, Zexro, and Vinny. A team from Soar we've seen with solid gameplay in the past, the last 2 games. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the same here, but Zexro and Vinny also putting on an excellent show during the one of the more aggressive players we've seen, and he's going for it down on bottom. His opponent closing the edit, even though he took a little bit of damage through there. Popping, snub shield, anything he could do. The slurp ticking there. Devious rotating outside. Frosty stuck in a box underneath, too. These angles are going to be tough. Jack is up close. You have almost barely no time to make shots here, and Zexro pays the price. Devious might tick out to the storm, gets knocked and eliminated. 1v1. The shot, 93, the shield, and cannot get the spray.
How weak was he? Yep.
21 left as the storm's ticking.
And look at all this loot Frosty now has. I will say, Frosty, Devious, and there you saw Vinny and Zexro. 4 of the more aggressive players in the lobby trying to hunt down those eliminations and go for gold. Here's Nibs in Korea again. They're always down towards the side of the map now at Racetrack. It looks like Perfect Hill and Diggy had him trapped in this back room. He sneaks on into the walls. With no trap to use, Nib goes down. Walls that have windows, openings to the outside that can begin to shoot you in the back when you're least expecting. Another replay now from Villix and Jaganza, who took down Dope. Make it rain time. Make it rain time. It's reset back to $10,000, but still a nice chunk of change for just getting some limbs during this. Solo has knocked out Blind. And now Hysteria's by himself. As I think he's trying to run away from a third party who wound up running on, and it looks like he's leaving Blind behind. Yeah, yep, it's Nate Hill and Funkbomb who have 400 combined health versus that health on Hysteria, which will be now 75.
I would back out as well, Jack.
I mean, that is just tough.
Heavy shotgun there, but...
And look at the inventory for Nate Hill. 6.63 on materials, legendary assault rifle, both with heavy shotguns, legendary compact SMG as well. Here's the Make It Rain bonus right now. 3 teams tied at 1. He blew himself up. That's rough.
The wall bait there to get Hysteria to take himself out. And it looks like that knockdown on Blind, going uncashed in to the team that got the knock, was eliminated, I believe, by these two. Funkbomb and Nate Hill secured that duo. We have 3 teams with 1 there. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, $10,000. We have 2 teams still in the running right now, still alive. Actually, 2 teams total, based on what I'm seeing. I did not realize Hysteria and Blind being eliminated. They have 3 eliminations. Top-down view on everybody. Nate Funk rotating in ever so gently, floating underneath. And
it looks like something happened there with Nate Hill as you see the frustration. We'll have to receive word on what exactly that was, as it definitely didn't look ideal from my perspective. As it seemed like his glider was malfunctioning a little bit, so we'll wait for League Ops on that one. But for now, we'll shift our focus towards Lefty and Jebber here. Side Paradise.
That's not all there. You see, this is further on the west side, kind of a wider angle there. You have Margossi and Saint still alive on top of the hotel building. Ziff and Ronaldo here in the very southwest corner of this gas station with their own little base built up and going just for quick edits to take a look through. And typically you'll see teams like this, they'll edit a door and then instantly set it back so there's nothing there, just so they can look through and watch for any teams rotating on the outside. Going for a little loot sharing here, some materials back and forth as Ziff goes up to 0.44 in his material stack. Flame of the FPS, Ziff Ronaldo. You can tell maybe going for an early move here, trying to get into an engagement so they don't get caught rotating, and J-Trude catches Baldy there, but it looked like Diggy actually got the knockdown, so that's their elimination.
So that means that they've got to be real close at all. Gosh.
Down, though. Diggy's got to look out here. 31 HP. He does have a med kit and a campfire. All sorts of HP healing. No shield buffer to build up there as Tilt's going to try and move in with his teammate just to make sure he's safe. Stay inside the same box during like a med kit usage, because the timing, 10 seconds is quite a bit of time courage. And if a team pushes in at that moment, your teammate can protect you just by building up walls or ramps, anything to prevent you from having to cancel that heal. See them pick up $10,000. Pate.
Oh no. He's got an limb right there, still 200 HP. Ziff.
And that pair's still alive, by the way, so they're looking for their 3rd win in a row. It would be a Skirmish first if they could pick it up. Ziff by himself now, though, 96 HP.
3 victory royales in a row in this lobby is just... It doesn't matter if you get 0 limbs, you're doing something right. Obviously, they've had multiple limbs in each game, but still. Absolutely nuts as Ziff getting some great shots down range. Currently, they're at 2 limbs in this Make It Rain bonus, so no one else ties it. They'll earn themselves $10,000.
You've got to be smart on this rotation, Ziff. You don't want to put yourself out in an exposed position. Only 40 HP, but it doesn't have the ability to heal at all. He is barely on the edge of the safe zone. The storm might actually stop halfway through the box. We'll have to see here in a second. Flame, the FPS still both intact. Flame, 200 HP.
He's just hanging out. Has a lot of materials, but my goodness, look at this next zone. So south on the map, I think that's where Cloak and TFUE had their old builds. Margossi and Saint done well so far today. Getting tagged on up. A lot of shields from Saint have been shredded off. And oh my gosh!
Snipe 89 meters from Mr. Mowgli, who we saw down on the south edge, just waiting at the bottom in terms of elevation. Gets a shot. Margossi, as he's rotating across, looks like Saint might be able to save him. Dementos goes down, which means that might be Pate, and that's Pate and Dementos eliminated. No three-peat for that duo. Perfect Tilt picks up a pair of elims, puts him at 4. His teammate Diggy is at 2, which means they're 1 elim away from 3 points. After that, every elimination is an additional point. This could be a big, big bonus game for Perfect Tilt and Diggy.
Diggy and Perfect Tilt building on up, and oh no, you see the shred of those ARs. Turns back around. One player just drops to the edge of the zone. 51 players remaining now. They've got to go up the side of this mountain or go around it. And that angle is just so tough. He's building right next to other walls. Enemies could be lurking on the other side of that. Who even knows? Looking for some sort of hip fire as he hasn't gotten it yet. 2 more players nearby, and he gets dropped real quick.
Diggy and Perfect Tilt. I believe that looks like more aggressive gameplay. They've got to be going for this elimination just to secure that extra point. 45 are left, which means they're well outside.
Are they at 6 elims combined right now?
Yep. Any sort of placement point. They're not close enough right now, which means if they get the elimination, Perfect Tilt gets a knock on Provoked in the feed there, gets the elim. That's number 7, which gives them 3 points from this game. But TFUE and Cloak are there too. They're going to have to look out.
He just wants whatever loot there is here. A great upgrade for both weapons right there. The heavy shotgun in hand, the epic assault rifle in hand. You've got a rocket launcher you can pick up if you'd want to as well. 2 slurps right now for Cloaksy. I mean, you'd expect him to drop one. No, TFUE's already got one ticking, and they have a rip to go. How?
Absolutely.
How do these guys always have all this?
No idea. I want to point out super quick, Perfect Tilt and Diggy are sitting on 7 eliminations, which means if you see in the feed even a knockdown from Perfect Tilt, every single elimination, if it gets finished, that means another point.
They're going to save the Rift to go as well.
Using another team's Rift to go. The number of players in the air right now,
it's nuts.
Funk Bomb in the feed there.
This is Perfect Tilt. Remember, they are on the verge of big bonus. Every elim he can get right now would be just +1 point for his team, and they know it as well. He's looking to try to drop on down, maybe catch an opponent off guard. Cloaksy landing down on 1 Perfect Tilt for now, just staying alive. He's built his little 1x1 box. I believe Chap just got eliminated from this game. Not sure if 72 Hours is still alive. Balla drops as well. Perfect Tilt waiting for the opening. He's going to push on out, getting up towards this high ground, getting into the zone. He'll live to see another day. Oh my gosh.
Smack dab in the middle of the group here. This Storm smearing players off at the bottom. I expect a Storm to claim a number of players in just a moment here. And there it is. Look at the feed. Bumpa, DK, Vape Jesus, Left Eye, Windwalker, Wilds, J-Truth. Everybody going down here to the Storm. One of the roughest zones we've seen so far in the fall skirmish. And Perfect Tilt is still in it with maybe 5 HP tops.
It's these mountains, man. I'm telling you, can Perfect Tilt get this elimination? Nothing as of yet.
Just 1.
He's doing everything he can.
7 HP.
No healing. What a hero he would be for his team if he could at least get 1 here. As he's waiting, 1 behind him. No.
Funk Bomb. 3 points is still fantastic for that duo.
100%. Bizzle's in a nice little spot to potentially shoot down on, or above onto opponents when they aren't expecting it. Not a lot of materials, though. Big thing to take note of. Go Sean. Knocks out Chaganza. Nice little pump shot right there. 1 player nearby, that's Skatch from Envy, who gets cut on down. You know he's going to drop to the zone. TFUE and Cloaksy's still alive. TFUE still has a slurp to use. Hasn't had a chance to use it yet. And now he's down to the low ground. This could be the end of the game for TFUE. Cloaksy's still a lot more healthy. There you go. Slurp now being popped. We'll slowly begin to tick that health back up.
At this point, every bit of healing could change the game for that duo.
The consistency of TFUE and Cloaksy,
it's impressive.
It's now 3 straight games in the top 10.
Still with an excellent kit, a ton of ammunition for everything. 10 rockets, 110 shotgun shells they'll never use, and there's 1 coming out, tries to get that, but it looks like Goshan actually picks that.
Goshan's down 5 elims himself, and look at 3 players in the high ground.
Flamed FPS all up top. Cloaksy, the shotgun on Goshan there. Picks up his 3rd elim. That's 6 total, like you said. So 2 more. 1 more puts him at 7.
It's those 2 on the low ground, and the rest are all going to float down from above. They've got to move with this zone. And now they've got to, trade back with rockets of their own.
The zone's starting to close here. Jacket's going to come down to potentially heal off. 2 teams above, 6 players remaining. Cloak and TFUE. TFUE with no shield, 75 HP. Cloak, 100. He's in an excellent spot. Everything's reloaded. They're building up. They're basically establishing every single square on the bottom.
They've got a campfire and a med kit. They're trying to play around a potential low ground.
Funk Bomb gets a med kit off there.
Funk Bomb's pushing in. Funk Bomb's just trying to heal. Flame's got everything.
Gets the knock.
But Flame's got everything you could ever need too. Cloaksy's trying to shoot down this top side so they can't heal. Can they do it? There's just 3 players left. They're dropping him on down. Will they be able to out-survive this zone? They're floating. TFUE's now knocked. He can't use his heals. Cloaksy ticking on down. Just 20 health remaining. Gets 1. Who wound up winning it? Cloaksy's down on the low ground as well, I believe. They got it. They did. 1. Cloaksy can do no wrong.
We got to look at this
Here it is
again.
from his perspective. Yeah, we cut away at an awkward time, but This hip fire right there, and Funk Fountain drops to the Storm alongside Flame.
Even just one of those AR shots from
Ladies
close may have
and
changed
gentlemen,
that.
you made some noise, but that was not only a victory royale, they had 7 eliminations, a 6-point game. TFUE and Cloaksy, it's like they heard the interview.
They did. They absolutely
did. It's like they heard it, and they said, no. Not giving you 3 in a row. It won't be easy. That means in the first 3 games, TFUE and Cloaksy, they got second, they got third, and now they've gotten first. Here's a look at our standings.
No surprise, Jack. 17 eliminations.
God.
A 6-point dominant lead from Cloaksy and TFUE, from FaZe, Mentos, and Peyton second. There's still a chance to push your way to the top, Jack, and it starts right now. Game 4, the grand finals.